Hi, Daniel. Do you hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
Everything is good.
Daniel, do you hear me? Yes.
Hello, hello.
Okay, you're here. Is it possible to test that option with share the
GPT. Okay, let me try.
To share the screen? Yes, yeah. I want to see that everything's okay with the screen.
Okay. It is still forbidden to share the screen.
One
I need
second.
your authorization.
Our record. I give you our record.
Okay.
Give you video chat rename play pin video no spotlight video no not this. What else?
On the bottom.
No. Okay, I'm doing make you a host. I give you the host right. So with the host right, you should have the share the screen. Now you have it.
Okay, let me see. Okay. Yes.
Okay, so this is very important to make the meeting a little bit earlier.
Okay.
So we have this one.
Okay.
So some people already connecting.
Mm-hmm.
We are just making our.
And
yes,
Mr. Dinef,
yes.
Please allow me to introduce our counselor, Mr. Wang here.
Oh, hi. We know each other. He was my guest in our office here in Sofia. So
nice to see you.
Nice to meet you and nice to see you again. It's a pleasure for me. Yes. So this morning we have a long conversation with Daniel. I explained him all these things we are doing right now, trying to educate Bulgarian companies. And in the certain stage, maybe I think after 2 weeks, we will, after we prepare Bulgarian companies to work with this big country, we will join with Chinese companies. So in that case, I'll give you the tout information which sector we will appoint. And because we are trying to build a network which is both direction. I mean, to help Chinese companies to sell in Europe, not only in Bulgaria, and also Bulgarian companies to sell in China. So this network we are trying to establish and to build it next few months. It will be very hard work, but really I'll make my best, and with your help, I think we will have a great success.
Thank you. I think you are doing a very important job. We are willing to offer our help.
Yes, I'll make my best. And also, you know, now it's a specific time in Bulgaria. There is election period after a few months, and I don't want to lose this period, especially for the business. It's very important don't to stop. We need to do our things. So it's really our it's a great pleasure for me also that we are together. So we're waiting all the people. Usually we are starting exactly on time. So in 3 o'clock, I'll make a short presentation. So this lesson will be in English. Maybe later I'll switch to Bulgarian, but much later. I'll try to introduce. What we made right now, we have a society in Shanghai and one society in Beijing. This is the Bulgarians who are already importing goods to China. So a few companies from there which are based in China, they already agreed to join us. So we have some support. Now we work with Bulgarian companies. We explain them how important is International Import Expo in Shanghai. And later, I believe that we could enjoy a little bit bigger both. And one second. Включваш ли се? Ало. Не, друг е линка. Таска ти го пратих миналия път линка на имейл ли? Веднага ти го пращам. Айде. Чак. I'm sorry, but I need to send one link to one important customer. 1 second. Give me few seconds to do it.
Okay.你讲的时候你就坐这儿来。
我讲。
Здравейте, колеги.
Здравейте, Дани. Ами аз искам да те представя на... Okay, Dani is our colleague who was based in Beijing, now is in Sofia, but he's still flying between the two countries. So this is the consul. You know him because I think on the last meeting he was with me. But make a few words to introduce yourself. I need to send one invitation to one of our guests. He was it. 1 second. So Dani, introduce yourself.
我叫Denis， 我的中文名字叫金峰。我到去年都在中国，然后疫情以后我回保加利亚了，所以我打算可能今年再去中国。
都很顺利是吧？
还可以。谢谢。
Okay, I sent that link. So it's a few minutes later we'll start. We are waiting also some other colleagues to join. Our colleague from Beijing will join. This is Ivo. And also I'm waiting some other people to participate. I see that Christo is here. Okay, Christo, is it possible also to introduce yourself also? Christo, do you listen to me? Okay. Okay, introduce yourself also.
你好，我叫赫里斯图，我在北京长大的，然后最近就回保加利亚了，然后一直跟蒂纳夫先生合作的。
非常好，
认识你们，
非常高興見到你。
So I see Edward is also online. He's from Shenzhen. He's our South China representative. So is it possible to introduce yourself, Edward, please? These are our friends from the Chinese embassy. Do you hear me? Edward, do you hear me? Maybe he don't hear us. Ivo, it's your turn, and after that we'll start our presentation. Ivo, we don't see, you don't listen anything. You are missing your voice.
He's speaking, but
yes, he's speaking, but we don't listen anything. Something wrong with the connection. Maybe he'll join later. If Ivo, you need to set up your microphone or something. It's very wrong. We don't listen anything. If you listen us, it's okay, but we don't listen anything.
Oh, okay. I think that now it should be better.
Yes.
Yeah, so thanks very much, Lacho, and I'm very happy to be joining this meeting with everybody else here, especially I'd like to extend my thanks to Daniel, who's so supportive of us and who's here to join us. And in that respect, I'd also like to say 非常感谢 Daniel 先生今天参加我们的活动，我们的会议，我们在中国也经常受到中国的这个政府，包括中国地方政府的支持，我们索菲亚的这个协会的这个总部也能感到中国驻保加利亚大使馆的支持，所以我们非常高兴，我们非常感谢Daniel先生今天也能参加我们的会议。 In that respect, I'd like to also switch to English now so that everybody else could understand us, and extend our thanks to the Chinese embassy in Bulgaria, who supports us very actively and very much. And we also can feel the support of various Chinese institutions, as well as the Bulgarian embassy here. And we hope that this institutional support for what we do as a platform and with Bulgarian companies can serve as a fantastic base for us to continue developing the economic relationship between China and Bulgaria. As most of you know already, my name is Ivo Ganchev, and I'm here in Beijing on site. I work directly with local institutions, local companies, and to help promote connections between Chinese and Bulgarian companies and institutions. And I'll stop here and switch back to Lacho, if that's okay.
Okay, so I'll give the word to our guest. I want to tell you that this event will be partially in English, partially in Chinese, and a lot of Bulgarian, of course, later. Now we will work on the English language. A few words in Bulgarian, if somebody don't understand. Това събитие ще бъде на няколко езика, като по-късно ще направим една транслитерация и цялата тази среща ще бъде преведена и с субтитри на български. Така че малко по-късно ще имате всичката информация на български. Сега ще дам думата на нашия приятел от Китайско посолство. Това е търговското аташе на Китай в София. Mr. Zhu, it's your turn, so start your presentation. Our people are listening. I think they'll be joined later, some other people, but this is what we are starting right now. Hello? Daniel, do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear it.
So it's your turn. So I'm giving you words, and also to start the presentation, the consul, the trade attaché, to start his presentation on that event. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Denef. And thank you for organizing the event. And welcome to you, the dear guests. And I'm very glad to meet with you. And there are a very great group to do a lot of job between the China and the Bulgaria relations. And it's a very good basis. I would like to say at the beginning of this year, we are still fighting against the pandemic. However, I believe that we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. With this good opportunity, please allow me to share 4 stories with you. Number 1. A delightful story. On the last day of 2020, Europe and China concluded, in principle, a comprehensive investment agreement. It is believed to have a significant influence, although the long-term impact may not be seen yet. Regardless, some of few European media, particularly focusing on the strategic game of China, Europe, United States, or some of the China's environment or labor protection. But I would like to emphasize that the investment agreement shows China's consistent attitude to deepen China-Europe cooperation. This is beneficial to both sides. It also shows the truth that China and Europe are friends, are partners, instead of some kind of rivals. China fully supports the development of a prosperous and powerful Europe, I believe in this. And another data from the statistics is delightful also. From January to November 2020, the trade between China and the European bucked the trend of the pandemic, grew by 3.5%. China has become the largest trading partner of the European Union. Trade between China and Bulgaria has also notably grown against the pandemic, with an increase of 4.6%, even faster than the speed between China and Europe. I think it contributed to Europe. China has become the sixth trading partner of Bulgaria, and I would like to mention that China's share in Bulgaria's total trade has risen from 3.6% to 4.2%. This is a very positive trend in China-Bulgarian trade development. This is very important for both of us. Number two, hopeful story. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused such a big impact on the world. What's the outlook for China? What will happen in China in the future? China has taken effective measures to stop COVID-19 spreading and controls this pandemic domestically. In 2020, China is the only major economy in the world to achieve positive growth. Many international organizations have made outlooks for China's economy of 2021. In the long run, I would like to share 3 keywords with you about it. The first, to fully build a modern socialist China. It's delighted that China has already built a moderately prosperous society in all respects. A brand new journey has begun, and a new longing future full of hope is ahead. China has a population of 1 billion and a middle income group that exceeds 400 million. The vastly huge China market is the most promising in the world. In the coming future, the Chinese economic volume will enlarge a lot, and the middle income group will expand quickly. Total import into China is estimated to top $22 trillion. I understand some people, even some of you present here, may doubt whether China's goals are too high. I will say that the historic development of such a large country is really a miracle. In another 15 years, China's modernization will be basically achieved, and we are confident of realizing such a goal. This is the first word. The second keyword is a new development paradigm with domestic circulation as the mainstay, and domestic and international circulations reinforcing each other. Now, this is the most popular phrase in China. We can read it every day on the newspaper. This is a strategy for China's economic development. We emphasize that the domestic circulation is taken as the mainstay, which is by no means to shut the door, nor operate in a closed manner, but to make the domestic economic market better connected with the international one, and make better use of both markets and resources. China will continue to deepen international cooperation and create more opportunities and space for global recovery and growth. In the past 2 years, the Chinese market has accounted for nearly 40% of the Volkswagen Group's global sales. Is a great part. Another example, also about the German company, Daimler. Despite a sharper drop in the first half of 2020, its annual sales in the world fell by only 7.5% because of the support from Chinese market. China is the only market that has achieved substantial growth with an increase of nearly 12%, accounting for 1/3 of the total sales, while its sale fell by 16.4% and 13% in the European and American markets, respectively. So we welcome the advanced productive factors and attractive goods from all over the world to participate in the circulation of China's economy. The third keyword I would like to share is about the Chinese market will be wider opening up. Opening up is China's fundamental policy. We would like to share China's development opportunities with the world. We will actively cooperate with all countries, regions, and enterprises which are willing to cooperate with us. Nowadays, it is often regarded as achievement to mention the amount of exports to China. We used to pursue this point in the same way. We used to focus point on the export. However, we also turn to regard as an achievement that how much have been successfully imported to China. We focus on the import also. We are sincerely looking forward to achieving this mutually beneficial and win-win situation. You may think this story I shared may be at the state level and seems a bit far away. Actually, this related closely to the theme of today's event. Participating in the China International Import-Export is not only a temporary benefit, which helps to enter a market, but also to integrate into China's fast-growing market and achieve a long-term benefit. The third story I would like to share is a beneficial story. There is a massive market in China, but you must face tough competition. It's really not easy to successfully enter the huge Chinese market. A lot of foreign companies entered the Chinese market with the help of the governments and the associations, even through some kind of subsidies. In this point, CIIE could offer an opportunity to enter the market as a new beginning. The CIIE has been held for 3 sessions. Last year, and the raging epidemic, it also achieved a turnover of $72.6 billion. This year, the 4th CIIE will be held during November 5th to 10th. The CIIE has now become a landmark of China's opening up. Recently, in China, the highest level meeting was held, adopting the recommendations for formulating China's 14th five-year plan. The elders here might know about the five-year plan. It also exists in China. In the 14th five-year plan, the CIIE is specifically included, which well reflects the importance of the CIIE. In the plan regarding the activities of the grand events, only the 2022 Winter Olympic Games and the China International Import-Export are mentioned. Only these 2 games are mentioned. So the CIIE is specially proposed to become the important exhibition platform. Now the CIIE is not only an expo for imported goods, but also a great platform for promoting international procurement, investment promotion, cultural exchanges, and broader cooperation. Many countries have their products enter into Chinese market and expand their proportion through the CIIE. Please allow me to give 2 examples. The first is the Chilean cherry. Since the first CIIE, Chilean fruit exporters have actively displayed specialties such as cherries, blueberries, table grapes, apples, and established direct contacts with the Chinese importers. Among them, the Chile cherry is the most welcomed. According to the Chilean Fruit Exporters Association, in the 2019 to 2020 export season, Chile exported more than 200,000 tons of cherries, of which about 90% of Chile's Chile cherry exported to China. The 2020 to 2021 season has a bumper harvest of Chilean cherries. It is estimated that the total exports will increase by 30%. China is currently the world's largest importer of Chilean cherries. The second example is about the Polish milk. Poland is the largest trading partner of China in Central and Eastern Europe. The export of Polish dairy products to China has increased sharply in 2020. According to the Polish Ministry of Finance, the sales increased by about 70%. Among the importers, there is one food retail company from Hubei province. The manager of the Chinese company said, at the first CIIE, we came into contact with this Polish company. We imported 65 containers that year. Then at the second CIIE, we both sides jointly set up an exhibition booth. Business contacts resumed in June 2020, it took only half a year to increase the volume to 4 times of last year. During the third CIIE in November, Hubei hosted the China-Hubei Nordic Economic and Trade Cooperation Forum and the New Industry Project Cooperation Matchmaking Conference, during which the Hubei company signed contracts of 100 million yuan with the Polish company to import Polish milk, juice, and agricultural products to China. Poland hopes to build dairy products a national brand in China. And there are still many other such examples as Mexican coffee, French apples. Here I will not set them anymore. We all know that for companies, it's difficult to establish sales channels. The sales channels is very important for companies. But for the CIIE or local government, will organize importers, distributors, and retailers to participate in the CIIE. They are the potential buyers, and the provincial and municipal trading groups who will investigate the procurement needs before the expo and then directly contact the foreign manufacturers. Besides, all provincial trading groups will hold matching procurement activities. There are a lot of matchmaking conferences from different provinces. In the third CIIE, there are 101 policy interpretation meeting, trading matching, investment promotion, and other events. These purchasers and matching events reflect the booming demand and enthusiasm of the Chinese market, and it's a good opportunity for establishing export channels. And after the CIIE was over, the companies could still continue online matchmaking negotiations. It lasted for the whole year. So the last and the number 4 story, a story with kind invitation and good willing of assistance. Today, we take part in the promoting conference, and great thanks for Mr. Dinev. On behalf of the Chinese government and the organizer of the CIIE, I sincerely invite you to participate in the 4th CIIE. The Bulgarian Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and Mr. Dinev, will help to organize the members, and we welcome you to register early so as to get a good booth. And based on your registration, we could also invite the related Chinese chambers and some enterprises to build up contact in advance and then negotiate directly at the exhibition. Over the past 3 years, I know the organizers of the CIIE has improved their surface level. We are willing to provide assistance in all aspects. For example, as the contact, the registration, and the exhibition. I hope that all companies will have good results at the CIIE and long-term prospects in the Chinese market. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you. I have sent the PPT presentation about the event, which is China International Import Expo. So maybe Daniel, you make a presentation about the expo itself. I mean, how it's made. Yes. Thank you. Hi, Daniel. So nice to see you again. So everybody is listening the presentation of the expo itself, how we could organize and how our offices all over the country, we could join power and to make a good Bulgarian, both with the possible discounts for that one and to make our best to present Bulgarian companies on that import expo.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Please allow me to introduce myself again. My name is, my Chinese name is Zhu Xiangbao, and my English name is Daniel. So if you have any questions or problems related to the CIIE, welcome to contact me at any time. And just now, the one who delivered the speech is my boss, Mr. Wang Xuekun, Economic and Commercial Counselor of the Chinese Embassy. Together with us is also my colleague, Mr. Chen Zeya, the first secretary of our embassy.
Nice to see you. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Dinef, and thank you, everyone. Now I would like to show you a PPT slices and illustrating some useful information, which I think may be related to CIIE and may be the most concerned questions about it. Can you see the screen now?
Yes, yes, everything's okay.
Okay, for CIIE, it is named China International Import Expo. And the last one, which was held in 2020, it is the third session of CIIE. It was held, usually it may be held every year between November 5th to 10th. And this is the website. And usually it was held, the organizer of CIIE is China International Import Expo Bureau. The venue is National Exhibition and Convention Center, Shanghai. And this is the website of it. For the third CIIE, it is a globally, it is a globally high-profile trade pageant in the special period of COVID-19. And this is also the time, and the theme for third CIIE is New Era and Shared Future. The hosts are Ministry of Commerce of the People's Republic of China, and also Shanghai Municipal People's Government. The partners are from World Trade Organization, United Nations Development Program, United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations, and so on. And this is the organizer. The third CIIE reached a total exhibition area of nearly 360,000 square meters. It attracted nearly 400,000 registered buyers, and it was covered by more than 3,000 domestic and foreign journalists. The cumulative intended turnover reached 72.62 billion US dollars, with an increase of 2.1% on the basis of the second session. And also the distribution of exhibition areas. The business exhibition of the third CIIE set up 6 exhibition areas, namely food and agriculture products, automobile, intelligent industry and information technology, consumer goods, medical equipment and healthcare products, and trade-in services, and 4 special rooms, namely public health and epidemic prevention, smart mobility, energy conservation and environmental protection, and sporting products and events. And the participating countries covers enterprises from all G20, BRICS, and SCO member states. There are about 543 enterprises from 47 countries along the Belt and Road, the Belt and Road countries, and also 82 enterprises from 30 of the least developed countries participated, and 1,424 enterprises from G20, and also 196 enterprises from SCO, and 61 enterprises from BRICS countries. From Europe, America, Africa, Asia, and so on. And there are some world-renowned enterprises. Many world-renowned enterprises attended the CIIE, including more than 274 of the Fortune Global 500 and other leading enterprises. And there are some newly released products, technologies, and services, which I'd like to mention. Plentiful global products were first published or exhibited at the CIIE, namely the third CIIE. The third CIIE released 411 new products, new technologies, and new services, including 73 that were first published globally. The global first dry fiber recycling paper making system, and so on, were exhibited during the CIIE. And also the global top 10 industrial electrical enterprises, top 10 pharmaceutical enterprises, top 7 beauty and cosmetic enterprises, top 7 automobile groups, and the top 4 accounting firms all attended the event. There are some also CIIE enterprise alliances. The buyers and traders. The buyers of the third CIIE constitute 39 trade missions and nearly 600 trade submissions, composed of 112,000 registered units and nearly 400,000 registered individuals. Among the registered buyers, those with an annual turnovers of above 1 billion USD reached more than 2,200. Besides the exhibition, there are some supporting activities. And to conclude, or in a simple way, I may illustrate it. So CIIE is of great importance. CIIE is personally designed, proposed, planned, and promoted by Chinese President Xi Jinping. It is the first national level exhibition with the theme of import in the world so far, and a milestone of China's high-level opening up to the outside world in the new era. CIIE has been playing a role of providing the platform for international procurement, investment promotion, cultural and people-to-people exchanges, and openness and cooperation, and open to and welcome guests from all over the world. CIIE could also benefit Bulgarian enterprises. The Bulgarian enterprises could take advantage of this platform to enter the huge Chinese market of 1 billion population. CIIE shows the world the latest achievements of global innovation and development, and provides important opportunities and a platform for cooperation and communication in global technology, innovation, and technological development. The CIIE will also bring about a consumption upgrade effect, open up huge market consumption space for the world, and provide new market space and huge demand opportunities for the Bulgarian companies. Some featured Bulgarian products may enter the Chinese market by this good opportunity, like those products and also the yogurt and so on. There are also some features related to CIIE. China's development dividends shared by the world. With the successful holding of the CIIE, achievements have been continually made in seeking cooperation, advancing innovation, and purchasing sharing, reflecting the great global landscape featuring openness and cooperation and mutual benefits and win-win results. CIIE is best channel for foreign enterprises to enter the Chinese market. CIIE will make more opportunities for business investment and growth accessible to all countries. With the successful holding, overwhelming trends of openness and cooperation, the CIIE gathers upstream and downstream enterprises in industrial chains, facilitates exchanges and cooperation among different sectors, releases the great charm of markets, and continuously attracts foreign investments to China and foreign enterprises to develop in China. Actions of global enterprises have proved that the trend of openness and cooperation can't be halted, and that it's a popular choice for enterprises to develop in China. And also, improvements in 7 aspects enable CIIE's continued success. The 4th CIIE expands the skill, optimizes exhibition area arrangements, attracts higher quality exhibitors, and has great confidence in partnership. Also, with stronger policy support and more comprehensive urban safeguards, it further highlights the platform effect in establishing foreign trade and growth and expands the continuous integrative benefit. Consolidating and increase policy support. Multiple support policies have been added. Starting from the 3rd CIIE, the normalized preferential tax policy for the retention and the purchase of imported exhibits will be implemented during each session of the CIIE. Much more policy support has been exerted for the 3rd CIIE. The move, which fully demonstrates the firm determination of the Chinese government to expand opening up through the CIIE, will provide exhibitors with more sense of gain and will certainly further enhance the attractiveness of the CIIE. And invitation to the 4th CIIE. So next, I will illustrate some question may be very concerned by everyone here presented. That's the price for the booth. You know, for the roast beef, it is $330 per square meter. And the standard booth is 3,000 USD. And for the outdoor booth, the roast beef is $220 per square meter. And the good news is that exhibitors that sign exhibition contracts before January 31, 2020 and included and complete a down payment of no less than 25% of the full amount before February 28. the company can enjoy a 10% discount for the booking. And the deadline, the booking deadline is May 30, 2021. But don't worry, the companies could also enjoy a discount by participating in CIIE through an exhibitor organizer such as BCCCI. Besides, the Chinese customers also provide some tax incentives. The exhibitors at the expo will receive tax incentives based on the sales volume and quota for a specific product. And also the categories outlined in the below table can show a more clear picture of that. And the sales limit for exhibitors seeking tax relief on other product categories is $20,000 US. $20,000 US. On the list, we can see that for machines, mechanical appliances, electrical equipment, and instruments, each exhibitor enjoy no more than 12 taxi concessions. And following this the list. And the products and sold during the exhibition which exceed the specified number or limit, along with unsold items which are not returned after the event, will be taxed in accordance with the relevant national regulations. And there's another new policy, which I mentioned just now. Starting from the third CIIE, tax incentives for the retention and the purchase of exhibits have been even greater, not only exempting custom duties, but also exempting import value-added tax and the consumption tax. And the Chinese customers will also offer some customs clearance help or facilitation. China customers will provide all-round quality services and carry out supervision on inbound and outbound materials of the CIIE, like registration, approval and entry of exhibits, declaration of imported materials, inspection and release of exhibits, supervision during the CIIE, and so on. For more detailed information, you could log on this website. And also some facilitation measures, like to issue customs clearance notice and provide guidance on customs clearance, to set up special customs office for CIIE, to deepen technological applications and create an intelligent supervision and service mode. Also, for the further detailed information, you could log on this website. Then next, the most important or most concerned question is how to register for attending CIIE, or how to execute the booth, or how to book the booth. So the first step is to log on the website of CIIE. This is the whole website. Then after that, you need to set a username and also your email address. After that, they may send a code to your email address. Once you receive the email code, you may submit it, and then you need to create your own ID and code. After that, you could log in with your own ID and code, then finish all the required information online. After submit your application form, then the CIIE side will contact you later on. Please note, the IE browser is preferred. If you cannot submit your information successfully, so please try IE browser. In the past, some friends may call me and tell me that I cannot submit my information, and then I tried it again. The problem is that because some browser cannot be included or cannot match with the website. So the IE browser, or the IE browser is more preferred. And here is my name, Daniel, and email address, also my telephone number. If you have any problem related to CIIE or China and Bulgaria economic and commercial affairs, you could contact me, and I'm glad to offer my help at any time. Okay, thank you, Mr. Dinev, and thank you for everyone. Thank you for your presentation.
Okay, thank you for the whole presentation. I want to thank you because I have understand many details about this presentation. Our idea is now to share this information with as many possible people here in the meeting room. There are some people I want to present. These are the people who are our representative. So Dima is here. Is it possible to Dima to make to say a few words about their SEM, and also because we are believing that they will care about many of the factories and the producers which are in the northwest Bulgaria. So they're based in Vratsa, their office, and they have set up office also in Sofia. So this is few words for you. I want to listen you.
Dear gentlemen and ladies, thank you for your attention. So I will be presenting by the name of Dima. So I will tell some words. I hope we hear us good. For our company and for Dima itself. So the company has been operating since 2006 and has succeeded in establishing itself in the Republic of Bulgaria as one of the most successful companies in providing consultancy services. So I don't want to tell more about us, but just to tell our services and what is there connected with the Chinese, of course, participation here in the matchmaking businesses. So we provide assistance in the process of preparing procedures and operations for financing public institutions and private businesses in various sectors: agriculture and rural development, competitiveness and innovation, democracy and governance, environment and climate. So our clients are one of the most, how to say, enormous and the biggest companies in Bulgaria, not only in the region, for agriculture, milk, how to say, manufacturing, meat, manufacturing also, wine of course, and cosmetic products. So they are interested, as I know, so for import in China. Preparation of project proposals and management of school projects, supporting small and medium-sized businesses in Bulgaria, carrying out activities and maintaining sustainable economic growth, enhancing the competitiveness in Bulgarian enterprises, and promoting their development. Of course, support for small and medium-sized enterprises in the high-tech and medium-tech industries. We have a lot of projects connected with innovation also, and interesting productions of products that are new, not only for Bulgaria, but in world range. Improving cooperation with national, local, foreign, and international governmental and non-governmental organizations engaged in the development and promotion of small and medium-sized enterprises. Of course, consultation and preparation of national, regional, and sectoral strategies, programs, and policies on national level, not only regional ones, assistance to startups and viable small and medium-sized enterprises for the introduction of innovative technologies and industries in accordance with the principles of circular economy, exchange experience and sharing of good practices between Bulgarian and foreign companies. Assistance to trade and production companies for the purpose of realizing their investment projects on the territory of the Republic of Bulgaria, registration of activities according to Bulgarian legislation, feasibility studies, and technical design of the objects of investment or registration of the activities. Encouraging bilateral cooperation and cooperation between companies from different countries in different business areas. Also a lot of projects on transnational level, not only in Europe, but also in Asia and in Africa. Promoting and taking measures to successfully integrate business into the United European market, improving the external position of the Republic of Bulgaria. I also want to say several words about Dima.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, just a moment. Thank you. Ms. Dima Yotova is an economist by education. She is the owner of the company, Kitaiskото, which provides consulting services. As I said more in detail, she has extensive experience in European and international finances, assisting both business representatives, public and NGOs. Her goal is to continuously increase the professional competence and experience of herself and her team as we are here.
Okay.
So my colleague Danny can present with few words also. Thank you for the attention. The business in our region, so I think it will be interest for that.
Yes. Hello, I would like to tell you a few words about the business in the northwestern region of Bulgaria. The northwestern region is an attractive destination for investment by foreign investors and development of many businesses. There are many operating manufacturers and agriculture producers in the region. The municipalities in the region provide very good conditions for the development for small and medium-sized companies. The location of the region makes it attractive due to it being in the cross path of the biggest European corridors, corridor number 4 and corridor number 7. The agroclimatic conditions of the region are related to the specifics of the temperate, continental, and mountain climate. Vegetables, grain, and industrial crops are grown in higher regions, fruit and potatoes. The producers of grain in the region, such as corn, wheat, and sunflower, increase their production. In fact, both official statistics and a survey of agricultural producers themselves show that in recent years, many companies have managed to significantly increase their productivity. According to the business, this is due to use of qualities and investments in new technologies. The status of the companies producing products from grain, sunflower producers of sunflower oil, flour is analogical. One of the biggest sunflower producers in the country is based in this region. Many agricultural producers improve their production processes according to the European requirements for the relevant production activities. With the combination of good climate conditions and production atmosphere, the results are significant. There are meat producers in the region as well, mainly companies for pork and chicken meat. The sector is showing good figures. Companies are raising their incomes. Bulgaria is well known all over the world for its yogurt. There are many companies in the region for producing of milk and milk-based products. For example, in Vrata is located one of the leading milk producing companies in Bulgaria, with high quality of reputation. The Bulgarian market is famous with its quality products, which makes it an attractive destination. The Bulgarian producers are open for new horizons and new partnerships. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you. So I want also to give the word to other people. This first is Edward. So Edward, could you represent yourself? This is our director for South China, and he's responsible for the offices in Shenzhen, Foshan, etc. So could you tell a few words about you and how we are doing actually to help Bulgarian and Chinese entities to work together?
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay. Greetings again from Southern China. Actually, I'm representing for BCCCI since 2 years ago. And last year, I've opened a Foshan office for connecting the business on both countries and successfully joined one exhibition in Foshan for all the products such as drinking waters, wines, brandies, mobile phones, roast products, and especially for all the construction materials transforming from Bulgaria to China. For all these kind of things, that why we can do it very efficiently is, first, as Daniel Zhu already mentioned, that we have 1.4 billion of people. It is the solid largest market in China, in the world. So what we can do is all the Chinese consumers are waiting for the goods, especially for the high qualities from Bulgaria, enters to the Chinese market. And also, we have the biggest push power because the Chinese government are helping us for balancing the world economic. Everyone knows what happens in last year. It was a disaster. But with the hope that we can do it this year, we can conquer the situation. Right now, with the vaccine process, then we assume by the end of this year, all the things could be fixed. So this is the new beginning, and this is the mile end for all the opportunities happens to Bulgaria and to China. So what I could do here is fill in the blanks with Bulgarian opened to China, because there was nothing happens before. It was a very tough time in the past 300 days, but looking forward, there could be a great potential and opportunities because we've been holding opening doors policy for more than 40 years now, and we will continually to do that. And this is the best chance for companies, representatives like you, to join us through the chance of CIIE. And also with the BCCCI's representative in China, in Southern China, I welcome each of you to come to China in a very short of time in the near future. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So the last one I want to give the word, and after that we will start discussion, is I think Dani Ruschev. I mean, this is the third Dani who want to present himself today. There's many Dani and Daniel. So Dani, do you listen us? Is it possible to join? Dani, I see you here, but okay.
Hello, good afternoon to everyone. Thank you for taking the time to attend this very useful discussion here and presentations of the upcoming events. My name is Jordan, actually, but everyone knows me as Dani. I represent Bulgarian Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industry since 2019. I live in Beijing, and I'm Chief Commercial Officer. Basically, I help Bulgarian companies as well as Chinese companies to enter both in Bulgarian market and in Chinese market. I would like to thank everyone who is willing to work together with us and expand, really take the opportunity to expand our cooperation on both sides. Thank you.
So thank you, Danny. The idea to present all these people is I want to show to other people who listen later to listen and see that video later, because we will broadcast that video in all the media we have, and I think we will reach a lot of big audience, and the people to know that it doesn't matter if there is a pandemic or not pandemic situation. So we will make our best to organize that expo and to participate in Bulgaria like individuals, or we prefer to be a big boat, and on that boat to present Bulgarian products. The idea, if they have no chance to participate, all our people in China, they will help them. We will train special attenders who come and in Chinese language, they explain the quality of Bulgarian products and services they're offering on that expo, because maybe you understand this is a huge expo. It's not only for products like food and beverages. This is for services, for software, for media, for everything. You see there's a big 4 halls and they're divided on a different type of products. Yesterday we have a big presentation about how to sell software and films in China. So I think the companies which are interested in this and they could participate, they'll come and join us. So our idea is, if the government succeed to make subsidiary of this event, to do it, but if not, to organize all our power and to make a boat, and with the help with Chinese embassy to set up it and to make a presentation of our country in this big event, which is really important for the calendar of the exhibitions in China. So I believe that this is really important part of our business, and I'll make from my side and my colleagues, we will make a full distribution of that video to everybody who is interested in the different sectors. And next week, you know that in Monday we have a meeting to explain how to export wines and spirits to China. So all the sector of spirits we will introduce that expo, we will expand them. Also, there is a second day is the tourism and how to attract Chinese tourists to come and visit Bulgaria. The third day, I mean Wednesday, we have a meeting for education and online education market in China, how we could attract Chinese students to come and study in Bulgaria, or Bulgarian to present their product and start making different type of education, because right now there is a shortage of Chinese teachers in Bulgaria. So we are organizing, me, Edward, and with some university in China, we are trying to organize lessons of Bulgarian students who want to train their Chinese and they want to be good in Chinese, so native Chinese teachers to do it. But it's the same for Chinese students who want to understand Bulgarian language or foreign languages. I'll give a very good example in Bansko, where native British nationals who are opening courses in China, and they're professors in English, and they're educating Chinese students in the back practice of English. But the same thing, we could do it in French, in German, because we have many very educated and very well positioned professors in different languages. So I think this is a big opportunity also to present it in the Chinese International Import Expo and other trade-in service, because there's another big exhibition in Beijing. Last year there was trade-in service. We participate in this one also. So our idea is we will still promote this conversation we have made today, and we will help the Bulgarian entities to participate in that expo different ways. It doesn't matter, this is a direct participating like exhibitors, and they to come physically and to present their products, or they could authorize somebody from our staffs and our people, and we could train the necessary girls and boys in China who could present the products in the local language, and they don't need to fly, and they could they will have a very good presence. It doesn't matter, they will not come physically in China. So this is our idea, and we'll make our best to distribute that that information to as many as possible people. So any question right now, because I think we set time, usually 1 hour after the beginning, we are jumping to the questions and answers. So I need to know any questions you have to understand how to help the entities to use that opportunity. I mean the different Bulgarian companies. So any questions? So who is okay? Konstantin is Milcho and Konstantin. Who is the first? I mean, Konstantin first raise up a hand, or who? Okay. Anyway, who is who has the questions? If there is no question, that means that everything is clear, which I don't believe it. But maybe the people are not. So, any question from anybody right now? I saw. If we have no questions, I'll close the session. But Dima, okay, Dima, I have one. I need to ask you something, because your microphone maybe is too far away from your where you're speaking, and there is we don't listen very well what you're speaking. I type you in the channel, but you don't read it. So there is a channel, we're exchanging messages. So be close to the microphone to understand it, please.
Okay.
Now is, yes.
So we just want to ask about the registration period. Because first of all, I understand from the presentation is 31st of January when enterprises maybe could rely on discount. And after that, I thought about 30th of May 2021 about the registration period. Maybe Mr. Daniel, could you hear me?
Yes, Daniel, please.
Okay, I can hear you. Okay, please let me explain this question to you. There is a, okay, let me show you the PPT slides. It means that if you finish the registration, finish the registration before January 31, you could enjoy a discount. First finish the registration, and then you could pay a down payment before February 28. You could enjoy a discount. So first finish the registration, then finish the down payment. The payment is no less than 25 of the full amount. Then you could enjoy a discount, about a 10% discount. And for the deadline is that you could also, after January, February, you could also register for attending the CIIE. But after that, after January 31, if you still register, and you may not have the chance to enjoy the discount.
So the deadline is 30th of May. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, the deadline is until May 31. And however, after that, you mean the deadline for registration is January 31. After that, you could get a discount. And however, if you cannot register before January 31, and you also want to get a discount, then you could ask Mr. Dinef to help, because there's also another way to attend it. You could attend the CIIE through the exhibitor organization, through one exhibitor organization like BCCCI. So you could also attend it, which is included in the organization of BCCCI. Then you could also enjoy a discount. Does it make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so somebody else, I think Mutual was having a question, but maybe I make a mistake.
Yeah, hello. Actually, I don't have any question right now. Thank you for Daniel for this presentation, and I think it's very useful for everything. And yeah, maybe in the later I will have some questions, but for now, for me is the clear.
Okay, okay. So if there is no other questions, you know all the contacts of Daniel. Also, we will try to organize one place which will be mentioned like a Bulgarian booth, but because there are different pavilions, maybe we could organize two booths, because I believe that we are not the best, only the best in the food and beverages. So we could try to be also in the pavilion of software and innovations, and we will decide how to do it. But next week, definitely, we should have some solutions until 25th, maybe, to have a final decision how to do it. We will present it to Daniel, and also to decide the next steps. And I believe that this is the way we could do it. I'll try also to make a meeting with the medium small enterprises, also to see their last decision, because right now they have no budget and they're not making any further steps. And of course, our partner organization, BCCI, this is Bulgarian Chamber of Commerce, which we have a contract with them, and we represent them in China. So I'll ask them if they could make something like additional steps to push some Bulgarian entities to join that initiatives we are doing. Because I believe that if we are together both, it's much better. So because somebody could understand us and mention us. If we have divided small booths somewhere in the exhibition, I don't believe that we could do it the best way. Last year, I remember we have been in February in the Girl Food. There was a big Bulgarian booth over there. It was organized on that time from the Ministry of Economy, but there was support also from the Deputy Minister of Deputy Prime Minister. So I believe in that. In that year, I mean, we could also organize somebody from the government official to join us and to present Bulgaria on the official opening, and of course to support the Bulgarian entities who are coming in the that exhibition. So I think if there is nothing else, we could. I'll give the last word to Daniel, and if you have nothing to say anymore, we could close that session for today. And Monday, we have a very great session for how to export spirits. I mean, wine, beer, and high spirits, brandy, and rakia, of course, to China, and all the steps. Actually, Edward is smiling because we have some order and we could not fulfill them because the Bulgarian entities are not so fast usually, but we are pushing them, and after I believe that we could do it. Danny, do you want to say also something? Danny Iskrov, you want to say something for final?
Thank you, Mr. Dinev, and thank you for everyone. I'm very glad to help you if you have any questions in the future. So please do not hesitate.
Okay. Danny Iskrov, yes.
Yeah, I was there 2 years ago at the first edition, and it's actually the biggest expo in the whole world. So it's something which is worth attending, and I think that everybody who is interested in Chinese market should go. I was literally impressed by the organization, by the size of this exhibition, because as Mr. Dinev knows, we've been to many exhibitions all over the world, all over China, and this is the main one. So I really hope this year we'll be able to organize a Bulgarian pavilion, and we would like to extend our invitation to everyone there. Thank you.
Okay, so if there's no anything else, I really invite you in Monday on the next our presentation, helping Bulgarian entities, and after I think around 2 weeks, we will start a joint meeting between Bulgarian and Chinese entities, and I will need again the help of Daniel, who will help us for that, and also Bulgarian embassy in China. I will push them also to help us for many of these things. So thank you everybody, and for your patience and for your understanding, and I believe that you could distribute this video to many other Bulgarian entities, and you really try to help them to access the Chinese market successfully. So this is our goal and our dream. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dinev. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.